Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about the formal nomination for U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia of Lindsay Halligan, the administration bowing to the command of court after court on their phony baloney finesses to try to get in loyalists to Trump who have been bypassing the regulatory statutory scheme, throw in the towel, as it were, but do it or try to do it the right way. And that's point number one. If they can get her confirmed through a Senate vote, that satisfies everything. The whole scheme is about guaranteeing some participation in the constitutional role that the Senate has, and it really is constitutional. The U.S. attorneys are inferior officers, and the Constitution makes clear that Congress has authority for their selection and the like. So point one really is they're throwing in the towel. It might even moot the ongoing, well, I guess not unless she is confirmed, but it would certainly mean they're not very confident about their prospects for the appeal of Judge Curry's order saying Halligan, doesn't have what it takes, is not legally qualified, is in fact a legal nullity to take the office now. So they capitulate and the whole scheme is satisfied. It's in fact designed to guarantee something like this happens. Once the 100-day interim runs out, if they don't have their ducks in a row to nominate, that's when a court steps in and appoints someone until they do get their shit together, as it were. And here, that's what courts have tried to do, and that's what's made Pam Bondi and everyone go apoplectic. You can't tell the executive who is going to be in that position. But of course, that's exactly what they can do. What the executive can't do is these various too cute by half stratagems to get around it. So, there's obviously been high level talks that resulted in a decision that, they gotta hate at 950 Pennsylvania Avenue and the White House of, we're getting our brains beaten in on this issue. What do you say we try to nominate her? Okay, so what comes next? Recall, for the most controversial nominees that Trump was able to muscle through on the cabinet, I'm talking about Hegseth, I'm talking about RFK Jr., I'm talking about Kristi Noem. They've all been disasters and have more than realized the fears that everyone had in opposing them, and they went to the mat. Did Trump and the Republicans not to permit the Democrats a so-called victory? Victory here would have been simply rebuffing nominees who were completely unqualified and who might do damage and now really have. Think about RFK Jr. and what he's done. Think about Pete Hegseth and what he's done. Kristi Noem says she's the one who gave the orders for Abrego Garcia. Really, they've been, A, unqualified, B, completely loyal and nothing else, and C, therefore, at a policy level, disaster. Okay, now we have Lindsay Halligan. She's got to start out of the box, at least that controversial. And we have the record, which I don't know, does it come out possibly in the Senate's consideration of her nomination, of the terrible misconduct she appears to have committed in the grand jury? Does it now give ground to the Senate's need to know, in order to confirm that she apparently, we need the letter, chapter and verse, but she apparently told a grand jury, he's going to testify or he's not going to testify, or made some comment completely improper, textbook, first grade improper, about Comey's Fifth Amendment rights, which she blundered over in her zeal to get him indicted in the grand jury. And then maybe even worse, something along the lines of, we just have judges having hinted at it, there's a lot more evidence there. Don't worry about it, grand jury, if you have hesitations. Strikingly, and that's not even like you need to know any constitutional law. Of course, you can't try to pull that. She did. And then there's been a series of errors since. Also, bizarre behavior. Remember, she apparently went after James, they say, hard to believe, without telling anyone, just, wanted to kind of get, dispatch it quickly, etc. She is nothing but a walking series of question marks and really X's on her record. And the atmosphere is a little bit different for Donald Trump, right? So I think with all the water under the bridge here, the administration has to, pull out all the stops, all the threats of primarying different senators, etc., all the tough talk. And, an Eastern District, a U.S. Attorney nomination is a general political plum, but not the same as, say, a lifetime appointment, which is really the Senate takes more seriously. So if they really push, maybe, but, and in some sense here, my bad for bearing the lead, there is the Senate still in play prerogative, the so-called blue slips, wherein if a senator from a particular home state doesn't approve of a nomination, it doesn't go forward to the Senate as a whole. And that's something that Republicans and Democrats have a real interest in preserving, and that Trump has tried hard pushing on Grassley, head of the Judiciary Committee, to get rid of, and the senators want that. They want that special prerogative and political power. And we've got two Democratic senators who I would say the odds of both providing blue slips on Lindsey Halligan are, forget the slim part, kind of none. So there's going to be this impasse, political impasse, and Trump will fume against it maybe, or try to fight it, or maybe just be satisfied by saying those damn liberal Democrats have kept another good person out of office and the like. They must have some political strategy in mind with this nomination. But, we're not sure how it'll play out. I think at the end of the day, they're taking on a big battle that their odds in the field, as I see it, don't look great. So they must have, maybe some broader agenda of hoping, as Trump always tries to do, to win by losing. Anyway, the headline, go figure, but Lindsey Halligan is now the official nominee of this administration for the Senate confirmed, presidentially appointed position of U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, and let's see how that nomination fares. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.